Insights for ArcGIS is an ideal tool for discovering patterns and trends hidden within large datasets. In this video example, the East Valley Water District wants to reduce the amount of inefficient water use in their service area. Their plan is to contact the most inefficient customers and educate them about practices they can adopt to conserve water. To achieve this, they first need to discover exactly who those customers are within the massive amounts of consumption data they maintain. We'll begin by using Insight's Relationship View to build a relationship between customer meter points and a table of the customers who paid Tier 3 rates for inefficient water use on their bills. With this relationship established, we can now look back through the past 6 months of consumption data to see the extent of inefficient water use on a map. We can also look at inefficient use by the count and type of customers on a table. And right away we can see that residential customers are by far the largest problem when it comes to inefficient water use. It would be a daunting task to call almost 23,000 customers and ask each one to be more efficient with their water use. Changing this table over to show average inefficient use makes it easy to see why. On average, residential customers waste the least compared to other customer types. We need to dig deeper to find which residential customers are the most inefficient consumers. To do that, we'll use the Action button to ask our data how two fields are related. We're going to take the amount of water consumed by each customer and divide it by the amount that was allocated to create an inefficient use ratio field. Insights makes it possible to create new data like this on the fly. Now we can look at this new data on a map. First, we'll filter down to just the residential customers. Then we'll display these points as a heat map. Doing this shows an obvious hotspot of residential inefficient use at the eastern end of the service area. To understand this 6 months of consumption data better, we'll ask Insights to tell us how this information has changed over time. This will give us a time series graph of consumption based on meter read date. Changing to the sum will show us that residential consumption peaked in late September. Based on this time of peak consumption and the location of the hotspot, we suspect that the largest cause of inefficient residential water use is due to outdoor irrigation. This data is showing a possible pattern of customers who simply forgot to shut down their lawn sprinkler systems when the days got shorter and the weather turned cooler. To verify this, we'll ask one last question. Which residential customers use far more water outside their homes than inside? Creating a ratio of Tier 2 outdoor use to Tier 1 indoor use gives us a way to find customers with very high outdoor consumption. We can map this new information and apply a filter. These are the customers who use 20 times or more outside water than inside. Notice how the grouping of points closely resembles the hotspot on the heat map to the left. Insights for ArcGIS gave us a way to explore our data for patterns and trends and helped us narrow down over 22,000 residential customers to a manageable list of the most inefficient consumers to contact first.